Overwhelming and heartbreaking images flooding in from around the inland northwest as people lose their homes and livelihoods. Firefighters are stretched to their limit, risking everything to protect our communities. We are under a state of emergency tonight. Good evening, I'm Derek Dice. It's been more than 24 hours now of fear, loss, and of heartbreak as major wildfires have forced thousands of people from their homes. Many won't have a place to come back to as hundreds of structures have burned across the region. We have team coverage tonight. Marissa Rio is live near Elk, where the Oregon Road fire is still burning out of control. Our Matt Gray is tracking our air quality, now among the worst in the world. And Bronte Saratsky is live near the fire scene in Medical Lake with up-to-the-minute information on that fire. We'll get to them in just a minute. But first, take a look at your screen here. This is the most updated Level 3 evacuation map for the Gray Fire in Medical Lake. All areas shaded in red are Level 3. Which means leave immediately if you haven't already. Level 2 evacuations are also in place, meaning be ready to leave at a moment's notice. Let's go live to Bronte Saratsky in Medical Lake now with new details from the ground. Bronte.
Well, we've been tracking this since yesterday. I've been here and things have been changing rapidly. That's why I'm here right now with Eric Keller with DNR. I just wanted to get the latest updates, especially first want to start with the growth of this fire, where we're at right now.
So right now we got an infrared image and it shows the fire's at 9,500 acres from this morning, and it's grown today. 300 to 500 acres would be my guess. We have had multiple places where we've increased the evacuation levels, and want to make sure that people are respecting those because it's for your safety.
That was one of the big things. You know, many people might want to know just the status of their homes. I mean, people that have had to evacuate, they don't know what's going on. What advice would you have to them just to help first responders out during this time?
Yeah, so the fire is still very active, and we just want to make sure that people are safe. So I know it's hard to say have patience, but we will get you in as quickly as we can. We want you back in your house. We just need to make sure that it's safe. And when folks come in or people want to go just take a look or anything like that, they come in, they put themselves as well as the first responders at risk, because if something happens, then we have to take care of them, and we're worried that things are happening.
One more big thing I wanted to ask about is just with the weather that we have, what you guys are expecting into the night.
So tonight, hopefully the winds calm down again, and we are able to get more line around the fire. We're just trying, it's still very active fire, and we're trying to get it around as much as we can.
Of course. Well, thank you so much for all the work you guys are doing. And just a reminder, the Spokane Falls Community College is still an evacuation site for anyone that needs to seek shelter from this fire. We're going to continue to keep you guys updated with the latest. But for now, reporting live in Cheney, Bronte Saratsky for News Now.
All right. Thank you, Bronte. Look at this view from above the Gray Fire as it torched homes and property last night. This was taken on board Spokane Rescue 3 helicopter shot by a Spokane Valley firefighter. You can see huge pockets of flames, and it really shows the scale and scope of this fire as it jumped Medical Lake, Silver Lake, Granite Lake, and eventually I-90. And while aerial footage shows the scope, pictures from people who live in these communities really bring the devastation home. These are pictures that Colby Beppel sent to us. He says they're from a home in South Medical Lake on the west end of Silver Lake. You can see how the fire ripped through the area, burning cars, trucks, the home, and outbuildings. And we now know a man died in this fire. His name is Carl Grube. His family tells us he was in his late 80s. As the fire came within 20 feet of his home, neighbors tried to help with hoses and buckets. We're not sure exactly how he died. Grube was the owner of the Jensen Memorial Youth Ranch and was also active in the FFA community. So many people lost everything last night and this morning as flames ripped through the trees and into homes. Homes in Medical Lake, Granite Lake, and Silver Lake all went up fast. We've heard from people asking us to see if their home is still standing. And this is one of the many stories. Spokane City Councilman Zach Sapone shared online today that his parents' home in Medical Lake burned down. His aunt and uncle lost their homes as well.